Regis, I'm the fairy voice mother, and today I'm going to be reacting to Diana Ankudinova singing Can't Help Falling in Love. I have heard the most tremendous things about this performance. Everyone's going mad for it. People are losing their minds. The excitement levels are high. Daphne! 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 What is it? I know. She's feeling left out. I know. She's a bit shy. Do you want to be in the video? What's that? Dougie's out there. I can't get you in here. You gonna behave? Come on. I have had the most joyous pleasure of hearing Diana perform once before, and I remember being very overcome with an array of emotions, really. Shock, but mainly awe. I was very in awe of her and her larynx. Her larynx is all over the place. Crapped her larynx. Larynx, voice box. Larynx.
High larynx, all the way down.
High larynx, speech level larynx, bouncy larynx, pharynx. Look at her larynx, one fine larynx. Larynx. Beautiful larynx. Tilted larynx. Honestly, larynx. High larynx. Low larynx. Good larynx placement. Kind of larynx. Yeah, I spoke about her larynx quite a lot. Interesting angle. It's a reflection. It's not.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
So we're obviously in a different key, but not only that, we have reharmonized it so that it sounds sad. Now the first two notes of this vocal melody happen to be 1 and 5, and those notes, 1 and 5, wise men, would be the exact same if the key was in F major or if it was in F minor. So why does it sound so creepy if we haven't had any minor thirds or minor sevenths yet?
Wise men.
Well, it has everything to do with that rather tactical intro. The minor third. So we hear that minor third in the intro and we think, oh, that was creepy. And so when the melody comes in your head is this. Even though that note isn't there, you've remembered it from before. So if we'd have had this intro instead, it would have set us up for wise men say. And then the final nail in the minor coffin is when she changes the melody afterwards. That third that was once major is minor.
Only fools.
So I think the point that I was making with all that is the changes that she's made are very subtle, but these subtle changes have already completely transformed the song and given it a new morbid birth. We love to see it, but make no mistake, any kiddo in a bad mood with a ukulele in their bedroom can turn a major song into a minor song. It's that bloody brilliant larynx. Whenever she sings an air vowel, like men, it isn't air, it's It's a thing. By committing to that vowel, she has done herself a tremendous favour because that vowel, equals a low tongue position is equaling a low larynx, and a low larynx is equaling this, which is obviously a good thing. So if you would like to try this sound quality, you just would yawn and then see if you can push your tongue down like that. So the tongue starts here. So if you imagine it all bunching up,
and then yawn. Wise men say.
and you'll get your own version of this hauntingly beautiful sound. Practice this for about a minute, and then when you're done, make sure your voice is brought back up to where it sits normally, using something like a lip trill. And that lovely larynx of yours is going to be well on its way to the murky depths of your pharynx.
Wise men say, only fools rush in.
It's making my scalp tingle. Jesus Christ.
I can't
Oh. Yeah. So we've jumped up a whole octave here, where she was going, wise man, wise man. So now that we're in this higher octave, we have been introduced to lots of different vocal colours. Sometimes she's using what we call the shortener muscle to keep her vocal cords quite thick. And then other times she's engaging her lengthener muscle to keep the vocal cords thin. And I know what you're thinking, is that not just chest voice and head voice? Sure, I just don't personally use the terms head voice and chest voice because I find that there's a lot of confusion around them, and then people start to think that they have a voice in their chest and a voice in their head, and it all gets very vague. There's a muscle that keeps our vocal cords thicker, and then another muscle that keeps them thin. So thick fold and thin fold is my favourite way to describe them, but anyway. That was a very clever way of establishing a resonating chamber up there. She started off with this kind of vowel, keeping the tongue very retracted and held, and shooting all of the beautiful resonance that she's making here up into this little pocket back here by the soft palate, right? So the sound is clean and it's carrying through, and then she decides to relax the tongue, and then it turns breathy. She was so stable in that position before that she can then kind of let it all hang loose and turn that lovely melisma into breathiness. And then she still has access to this tongue retraction at any time to re-find that pocket of resonance. So when she then wants to build up a little bit more resonance and stop the sound going breathy, all she needs to do is retract the tongue, and she's found her little pocket of resonance again. Extraordinary. You already know that the same person that arranged this version of this song arranged her version of Wicked Game. Maybe it was her, I don't know. But it's so consistent and it just suits her vocal prowess excellently. The soft opening. The slight build. The big crazy R section with the wind. It's all very consistent, and I think that's great because it kind of enables us to enter her artistic realm. That almost got a bit much. That was it's like she's got an inbuilt like subwoofer in her pharynx. Oh, the hype is real. This guy looks like he's about to fall over. She's so cute. Look at her little face. It just gets to me. Like, it's something about the fact that it is just unprecedented. It's a bit of a loaded term these days, isn't it? She is honouring this anatomical and spiritual gift that she has been given in the most divine way. As I might have covered briefly last time, she has got a massive larynx and a big pharynx and a very big jaw as well. It is a bit of a blessing for a singer actually to have a big jaw, because it means that you're creating all of your beautiful sound in here, and then it tingles up and it's coming out here, and then it's got a nice big hole to come out of, which will obviously do wonders for things like projection. All of the resonating chambers, the laryngopharynx, the oropharynx, the nasopharynx, all of this beautiful network of resonance, she's filling them up. She's evidently so intuitively aware over all of these spaces that she has. Now, whether she could label them on a diagram is irrelevant, that's not what I mean. She knows the shape of her instrument and how to play it. Diana Ankudinova teaches us an extremely valuable lesson. A lesson that I think is actually applicable to anything that humans do, any activity, any art, sport. If you have features or certain conditions that set you apart from other people, no matter how you perceive them or how anyone else perceives them, you can't ignore them. These are our signs and our gifts to make a difference in the world. And things that set you apart go way beyond your physical body. You have a specific way of thinking and specific mannerisms that are completely unique and yours and valuable. When we try and fight the things that set us apart, what it actually does is it makes us very depressed, because we start to think, why me? Why do I look this way? Why do I think this way? Why do I act this way? But what we must do is harness that power, because it is power. If you strongly dislike something about yourself, that is a powerful emotion. So harness that power and think, what can this do for me, rather than what has this done against me? Many people will have heard from strangers on the internet or loved ones that they aren't a very good singer and that they should stop because it's not for them. But that opinion is based on their perception of you right now, in your current emotional state, with your current level of practice, with your current lifestyle, with your current living conditions. Right, that doesn't mean you can't sing. They can't predict what you're going to be like in a year just because they haven't heard it yet. But when you know what your passions are, that's when everyone else is going to see. I know that got a little bit off topic there, but this lady is so blissfully unique that I know that she would have experienced some pushback, because it's such a bold thing that she does with her body, with her passion, with her gift. And so she's overcome things. Just an observation, what do I know? Thank you so much for watching this video with me today. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it. If there are any singers that you would like to see me react to, please let me know in the comments, as it is always my pleasure. Have an amazing day, I love you very much, and I cannot wait to see you again soon. Bye!